It's going to be a little bit different. Unfortunately, I don't have a good table, but I'm itchy. Okay, I'm going to do a card trick. So, here's my cards. I just got these. And here is the box. It's simple, everything. It's just a normal thing. There's nothing fishy about it. I'm going to do the 4-ace trick. Do the point. I'm going to do the 4-ace trick. Instead of them being on top, they're going to be on bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottom. So, I'm going to shuffle. Meaning, so let's see here. We're going to go, I think I know. Alright, we're going to pull just a random handful from the bottom. Gotta spread them out like that. Okay. Put this deck to the side. Here's our random deck. The aces should be in the other one. Just to double check. Yeah, they're not in there. Here's proof. The aces are not in there. To do this, we're going to want to pull around 4 cards. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to, if I just, run my hand over the bottom just like this and do that, then put that stack back down. We just shuffled it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And put these cards on top. So now the aces should be about right around here. So look, I'm not gonna study it. We have no jokers. I'm gonna pull about that many out. The aces should be still in the center. Move these to the back. Do the same thing. Grab 4 cards. Make sure we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move these 4 to the back. Just like that. We're going to take these cards, which should be about 4 to 15 or something. I'm going to guess that they're not in there. Now, we're going to drag our hand on the bottom. We're going to pull off 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah. There we go. Now, we have for mine, there should be an ace right here, right here, right here, and right here. I'm just gonna wave my hand, snap. I'm just gonna shuffle, overhand shuffle. Okay, now that they're all shuffled up, pull off the 4 aces. 1, 2, you got the point. 3, 4. I'm going to show you how to do it. Here's how they do it. I didn't quite do it right, but so you got to get your 4 aces. Once you have your 4 aces, you're going to put them let me do something. I'm gonna make just makeshift table. This pillow will work. Take our 4 aces, put them off to the side. You're gonna grab about 15. Now, remember, aces are right here. We want about 15 cards in this stack. So we're gonna go 1, 2, make sure they're all face down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 cards in this stack. And the rest of the deck in this stack. Alright. So this is your stack. Your aces are right here. I only have 3 aces. Let me find that 4th one. You have to have 4 aces to do this trick. Right here. Okay. You're gonna take your stack right here. On the top of that stack, you're gonna take the 4 aces, put them on the bottom of the stack. You're gonna act like you have 4 aces. Whenever you do it, you actually want to put those 4 aces to the side. Take this, put these, just tuck these away right there. Just tuck them away. Now, it looks like you're normal. Then take your 15 cards, take your 3 aces, go 1 card away from the bottom, put your 4 aces on the bottom, put 1 card on top. Now you're going to have 16 cards to shuffle. Then, if they split it perfectly in half, let's say they just do a cross mix. Let's say they do it perfectly in half again. You still have those aces are just going to show up dead center of that deck, which would be here. Let's say they do half one more time. Say they don't quite do half. Then they do slight of half. You're going to shuffle it like this. Then grab another quarter. Like that. And if you grab about a couple of cards, if you did it right, before you get to your aces, you should have about 16 cards that we talked about? You need to end up with those before your ace. Put that on the bottom. Now, to the spectator, they're going to show the deck of cards, which is 50 because you remove the jokers. They're going to flash it. You're going to tell them to grab 16 cards off the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Now, don't tell them to grab anything. You're gonna, if they're distracted, you're gonna shuffle through them. You're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. You want to remember those 16 cards. Tell them you're gonna give the deck a little flip, just like that. Then you're gonna flip the card over. They may be like, or they may be like, whenever we show that queen. Now watch. You do it just right, you should be able to pull. You're gonna get 16 cards secretly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, grab 16 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Once you get to that 16, once you get to that 15, you're going to tell them, now that I have 15 cards, it's literally, do they know that those 4 aces are lined up right there. So those are still going to be on the bottom. If you do it right, they should just think, oh, it's just an 8. So they have 15 cards. You have 15 cards. You're going to say, I'm going to split the deck like that. Just tell them, split the deck around the center. Actually, no. You can either do that, or the easiest way is say, take 15 cards completely off the bottom. Now, you're going to say, go until there's 4 cards. 1. They can't look at them. You don't want them to look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can, actually, no. You can look, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to take off 5 cards from that bottom area. Remember that card that covers up the ace that you showed them earlier? That card you want to leave. You're going to do that. You're going to hide it. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5 cards. Take 5 cards. No, I forgot. You shouldn't look at them. So off the bottom, do not show them, but just put 5 cards down on the bottom. 1. So either you or the spectator should know, but little do you know, that's them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5th card should be your last ace. That will be in a pile face down, still covered up by that cop or guard or indicator. Then you're going to show them. Then you're going to say split the deck 1 time. They're going to say, okay. Then shuffle them however they want, because the aces aren't in here. So you're going to go mix, mix, shuffle, mix. I'm just going to scramble them up for you. You're just going to take about half the cards, about like that, half and half. Just do the normal American shuffle. Most popular shuffle. Or you can do the X style, but like that, mix them. Right now you just screwed yourself up because you did it wrong. Tell them to shuffle it up. They'll play around. They could actually just look at all the cards, yada yada. No, actually, you want to tell them, shuffle the cards, and just don't look at them. So, but what you know is you have your 15 stack, which they think is in here or in here. But they don't think it's in the 4. Because, so remember, that 15 stack, I forgot, goes down. So that 15 stack, go down where they can't see it, but you know exactly what's there. 15, you took those 15 cards off the bottom, which led you to your hiding cards. Then all you have is like, from what I know, 25 or so cards in here, like 30 or so cards in here, that here's proof that's good for nothing. It's a useless, good for nothing stack. Exactly. There's no aces in here. but they think it's probably in here. Because remember, this one had 5. Yeah, 4 aces and 5 in this area. So then you're gonna take these cards that your spectator, which would be you guys probably, would take. And what you want to do is take those cards. You don't even have to tell them to shuffle, and just lay them down. And here's what that's gonna look like. That's gonna look like that. Then you're gonna do what I call is a flip. I call it the flippy, the reveal, whatever you want to do. But first, you're gonna ask them, where are the aces? Almost 98% of the time, they're gonna say either in the main stack or the 15. Because the 5, they'll be like, has potential, but not really. So what you want to do is that 5, remember, you tell them it's 4. No, you tell them, so you got to take off that 5, which I'm assuming you do. Take this part, take these down, do what's called a traditional, where you go across your table or whatever, and just lay it out. I'll do a video on that next time. If you can't do that, it's totally fine. Then you're going to do the same thing with the 5 cards, not showing any of them. And then same thing with the 15. What the 15, instead of going across, you want to go down. Which, not like this. So you want it to go like that, not that way. You're going to do that. That makes them, will actually get them a lot more confused. Because they'll be like, hold on, wait a minute, where is this going? He's acting like that's special. That may or may not be that way. So then, you're going to ask them, which one do you want me to eliminate? And if they say, the goal is for them to get that 15. The 15 cards is the last one that you want them to take. So they're probably going to think, because of the way you did it, lay it out like that, since you went down, most spectators will be like, oh, he did it differently, so it's probably special, even though it's not. You're going to do, if they say eliminate the 4, you're going to take those 5 cards that you don't show them this, but actually has the aces, put them to the side. And then, if they do eliminate that, all they have is the 2 junks. Let's say, if they do it right, those at 15, that'll be their hope. And here's what they're going to see. You can either fan it. My favorite way is to just card it, which is where you go. You just, I don't know if I can do this on the slippery thing, but you just lay it out, like do that. I do that on the table. And just do that. Then I'm going to flip it up, which will look like this. Like that. And if you do it right, it should do everything. And once they see that they've eliminated, that they chose wrong, they're going to be like, give me another chance. If they are like that, you're going to say, you're just going to keep quiet. You're immediately going to take these 15 into the normal stack onto the bottom, and then tell them to take these and shuffle. So they're thinking either, most of the time, they'll do this. They're just going to do a normal shuffle, and this are really good. Then they'll do something more fancy, which they may or may not do. But say they put the cards all over the table and shrubble them up. It's your average Joe. So once they've shuffled the cards, tell them, do not look. but pick them all back up. Those cards that you set to the side, you're then going to take, you're going to say, you're just going to say, I'm going to get 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And they're probably gonna be in a whole new set. But if you did it right, it should be the same, with 1 or 2 new cards. But it's totally fine if you get that 15. You're gonna tell them to get 15 out, like that, and then either you're gonna do it or you'll have them. It does not matter. Then secretly take them and put it on. Hang on! And then take it like this. Put it over top of those cards like this. Put it on top. And we're going to say pull away 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then you're going to bind those up and put them on the bottom. Like that. Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. You get the point. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.